then I have that as number 6, but everything's because that one was blank. So
yeah.
So mine would be Green Lantern.
Next.
Yeah, he's my next. So I guess it'd be basically number 7, or I don't know. So I have Green Lantern. Reason he's on the list, he's extremely powerful. Reason he's not higher, because he can be worn out. Like here's the number 1 reason he's not like in the top 3, like smacking down like Silver Surfer. Not that Silver Surfer is in my top. Well, I guess he is. Yeah. Anyways, is because honestly, it's because that DCU trailer. Trailer when he was fighting Black Adam, and Black Adam was smashing through his stuff. So what good does it do to you if you can erect an unlimited amount of walls of energy if Black Adam can just smash through them, and all it's going to do is make him more and more mad? He's not invulnerable because you can get through his shield, like if you're strong enough. So like arguably Superman can punch through it. I know he's beat Superman and vice versa, but Black Adam is a pretty good representation of like Superman Unleashed in a sense, and he pretty much smacked down. Like Green Lantern was like knocking him around at first, but once he got really mad and just started like he just started smashing through the defenses. And when you get to that defensive position where you're backing up, it's almost impossible to come out on it.
You're almost always going to lose.
Yeah, so I think that there's a good chance. Like he's up there because he's so powerful. I have him as 6, but again, it's weird because whatever. But if someone is strong enough and gets ticked off enough, I think they could start smashing anything he makes. And starting with my next character, which you'll see in a second. So I don't have him above all the really, really physically strong and invulnerable characters because he's not invulnerable, and if they get ticked off enough, he can just, bypass it.
Alright. My next character is, ironically, it's number 7, right? So we're still on 7?
Yeah.
Is Green Lantern / Nova. Nova.
See, I don't know enough about Nova, so I didn't really, but I know he's similar.
Yeah. And the reason why they're the same is because Nova is almost exactly the same character. He's a member of the Xandarian World Mind Nova Corps, which is almost the exact same thing as the Green Lantern Corps.
Yeah.
And they're part of this universal world police thing, and they're pretty much the same. I would put Nova below Green Lantern because they don't at any time say that he's using the most powerful weapon in the universe.
And Hal Jordan
Green Lantern, Hal
and the only reason I didn't put him higher is because, like I said, what good's the most powerful weapon in the universe do if, when you're up against the wall, like Black Adam's come at you and you can't use it offensively enough,
Yeah, and that's why he's as low as he is, but he's above Superman because I've seen we're using a moderated Superman, right? We're using kind of
let's go with. I'm thinking like so that movie we watched, the Superman versus Captain Marvel it was basically, I don't remember the name, but it was Superman and Captain Marvel versus Black Adam. That I think is a good representation because at one point Superman was just like he would take on the Hulk and Thor at the same time with one hand tied behind his back and whoop him. But now they've made him a lot normal. He's no longer super big and buff. He now he looks like an Olympic swimmer. Like he's a lot more real slim. Batman is actually a bit buffer than Superman now. He's very fit. Black Adam and Captain Marvel were really like beefy. Superman's very cut. Like I said, he looks like an Olympic swimmer. He's very lean. Or track, or so. Not quite that skinny, but he has a much smaller frame than he used to. So he's still incredibly powerful, but he's not as much. And they definitely brought out his vulnerability and magic. Like Black Adam, if he'd hit him one more time, I think Superman was starting to have a heart attack.
Yeah.
From the way that he was grabbing his chest and couldn't breathe, and then Captain Marvel showed up and gave him a chance to kind of recover. So,
but yeah. So
we're gonna go with that version.
That one, and I've seen like more, not just Hal Jordan, but I've seen multiple Green Lanterns take down Superman at that power level. Like, and yeah, it was a fight, and it was a good fight, and it was like, oh, if one thing would have happened, Superman might have been able to win, but he didn't win. Hal Jordan did.
Well, the wallet in my pocket thanks you for picking Green Lantern that high. I just couldn't justify putting him that high myself, but yeah.
It's the same number, 7.
That's true.
Yeah, so I put them both. And now that Nova, since Xander was destroyed, now he's the human rocket with the entirety of the Nova Force inside him, kind of like the Ion for the Green Lanterns. And so it could go either way, but but it was a single event that made the Nova that powerful, and Green Lantern has almost always been that powerful. So that's why Green Lantern's above Nova, but that's why they're both above Superman / Captain Marvel.
I'm going to make a quick, because I had that one missed, and I'm going to make a quick alteration, so I actually do have 10, not counting the slashes. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go him as 1, and 2 as, so I'm making a quick change. With the stipulation, but I'm making a quick change.
With the stipulation.
But that's not till the end. Okay. So, now we're actually matched up again, so now we're on 6.
Yes.
I have the Hulk. And again, as powerful as Green Lantern is, if the Hulk was really pressing him, I think he would be smashing anything Green Lantern did like toys.
And it would just make him more and more angry, which would make
it would annoy him, which would make him more and more angry. I'm going with this one not as World War Hulk. I'm going as regular Hulk. Because World War Hulk, they basically did the whole thing, let's make the Hulk unbeatable. And if he's unbeatable, he has to be number 1, because nothing was beating. Like, stuff that would have killed Superman was making him laugh. Like, that was a particular storyline. So I'm going with regular Hulk, and I have him at number 6. And basically, similar to what that thing said, is he's incredibly powerful, but at the end of the day, he's just a puncher. He's just going to punch you, and he's going to smash you, and he's going to hit you. He's not going to think. He's easily confused and tricked. I remember one time Wolverine actually tricked it. It was in it was more of a kid's story, but they were trapped in this thing, and basically he tricked Hulk by saying, "Oh, we're all in here. You couldn't get in here if you wanted to." Blah blah blah. And so Hulk brought down the force field. You know what I mean? So he in the end of the day, he doesn't have the warrior spirit. He can be tricked or confused.
Yeah, and his mental state is very unaware.
And what happens if he starts calming down in the fight for some reason? And then he can revert easily. Or even if he doesn't revert, he can start weakening.
We're still in the tournament phase where they're pitted against each other, and his idea is to kill you, and your idea is to not be killed by him. Yeah, but what if he's fighting Thor, and the way Thor talks and his long hair makes him, soothes him and makes him think, Hulk don't hit girls, you know? You know what I mean? What if that happens? He starts, slowing down a little bit. He does that in Ultimate Alliance, remember? And that just made him mad because the Thor hit him. Oh, okay. Yeah, but still, I'm just saying, Thor's hammer and hits him with it. Yeah, I'm saying that, it's a little bit of, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, he's really, and again, he can't fly. Yeah, he can jump really far, but he can't control it once he's in the air. He can't fly, he doesn't, so, yeah, he has more raw power, but it's not as refined, and to me, I'd rather have a guy who's a little bit weaker, but is trained and disciplined, than a guy who's a little bit stronger. That's why, I think that Superman has the advantage over Hulk, even if Hulk is stronger, because there's much more discipline and, awareness of, rather than Hulk is just, trying to beat him, kind of thing. So I have Hulk as number 6, not number 10. I don't know how he could be number 10. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I don't have him as 6, but he is on my list. My number 6 is Ronan / Thor. And the reason why he's in... See, again, I don't know enough about Ronan. I know he punched out, ripped the heart out, or punched from behind the heart out of... That's Drax the Destroyer. Oh, never mind. See, I didn't he did kill Drax the Destroyer, though, so he killed the guy that killed Thanos. But Thor, everyone knows who Thor is and how powerful he is. We've gone over that a couple of times now. But Ronan is like a Thor on steroids. He has a hammer just like that. He's the Kree world champion, like the Super Skrull is
because I don't know who it is doesn't mean I can't know
And
who
so
it is.
he uses like laser blasts. He does the judge, jury, executioner like the Judge Dredd does, which I didn't think of him either. Which he wouldn't.
He's not.
Yeah, he's like a Batman character though. But he does that, and he uses his Thor, like Thor type hammer to carry out executions on people that he feels are unrighteous. And he has no problem with killing, destroying. He's taken out entire armies, killed his own people to try and do what he felt was right. And so that gives him the leg up on Thor, the fact that he's willing to kill and is capable of killing. And, I mean, he's gone down, he's taken on Annihilus, he's taken on Drax the Destroyer, Thanos,
How do you spell Ronan?
R-O-N-A-N. And so he's. Sorry, that's why I put them together, because they're almost the same, but I put Ronan above Thor because he would probably take out Thor without a second thought.
Do you remember the Ronin Warriors that popped up as a suggestion? Remember that Japanese cartoon that was on Toonami for a while?
Oh man.
Do you remember it?
Yeah, it was really campy.
It was decent as a kid, but
and I put them above Green Lantern / Nova and Superman / Captain Marvel because during Annihilation he beats the snot out of Nova, and that's with all like the Nova core energy put inside him already.
You think he could beat Superman / Captain Marvel?
If Thor could, then I think Ronan could. Because like I said, they're essentially the same, except that he's more vicious and he's more brutal.
Why am I not pulling up?
Seeing him take on the Green Lantern.
Oh, I spelled it wrong.
Yeah, it's like Conan with an R.
No, stop whatever you're doing. I gotta get Wi-Fi here. When I get set up, I gotta get a router, and then so instead of using my phone, use the laptop for looking stuff up. What does he look like?
He looks kind of like Judge Dredd, where he has like the helmet and stuff. You know what he looks like? Because he's really big and thick and stocky, like Thor. He's got the cape and he has the hammer in hand. So, like a long time, I thought he was just.
Is he like human looking or?
No, do you know what like a Kree alien looks like? It's humanoid, but there are some differences.
Because when you first were telling me, I thought I knew who he was, but who I was thinking of was Beta Ray Bill.
No, Beta Ray Bill's. I don't know what he is.
He's the same as Thor.
Yeah, but I mean he has a horse head.
Yeah, but he's the same as Thor. Like I remember reading after playing the first Ultimate Alliance, I read. See, they showed me the Ninja Ronin. That's the first person I thought. Okay, anyways, whatever.
Yeah. That's why I put them above and put him below the other people, because I think some of the other people would, if they couldn't, it would either be a stalemate or I think they could take care of him. Something like that.